All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as you what. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to all your notification buttons so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first who will collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as it is hot. You don't share for the matters where we say it day for my table today, and for Enugu State, this one they happen as it be. The matter where they for my table be say the governor will be say they for Enugu State they don't collect your margin, and as it be they say the man don't trauma. And as we they ask about the police people, they say na katakata ozo. The matter where we say they for table we say They say some unknown gunmen don't clash with NIG police there and NIG army. And upon that clash, they say they buy about 2 policemen and army, soldier, and civil defense will be say they deal with them. And upon retaliation, Nigeria soldier and the police or army or civil defense and the rest of them don't go for that community. They say they don't raise down the buildings and structures will be say a day for that particular community. And if you want to put that one for English, that one Ason. And before I continue, I'll ask, why is it always the same thing? The same thing happened in Okwama. It was about taking place in Anambra State, which the SP in Anambra State waded off and said that such claim such thing did not happen in Anambra State. And now here we are in Enugu State, facing the same situation. Meanwhile, let's go down to the full detail of the information so that you can see what is actually happening. The combined security operatives led by the Nigerian police force have burnt down Iga community in Uzuwan local government area of Enugu State, killing some villagers. The attack in the community, it was gathered, followed report of the killing of 2 policemen and 3 members of Enugu State Neighborhood Watch group by rampaging hoodlums. It had been confirmed that the security operatives killed 1 villager in what appears to be a reprisal attack on the community. It was gathered that the hoodlums had on Friday evening attacked and killed the security operatives at Ada Rice Production Nigeria Limited, a farm settlement close to the community, following an operation by the suspected Eastern Security Network members to comb the area to ward off invading headers who had attacked the nearby Nimbo community earlier in the week, killing 4 mourners. Village sources told journalists in Enugu on Monday that a day after the attack on the security operatives, the operatives comprising personnel of the Nigerian Army and the Nigerian Police Force invaded the community Saturday night, burning houses and shooting sporadically. A viral video also showed several houses, motorcycles, and other properties burning in the raging flames, while some shops were looted in the community. A voice heard in the background of the video said, "This is Iga community being burnt down by military and the police from Adani division. They are burning houses and shooting sporadically and on people. The community is in danger. Come to our aid. We are not safe. They are shooting at us." The development, it was gathered, prompted a protest by women and children in the community, whose video also went viral on Sunday. One of the villagers who spoke to newsmen on the condition of anonymity said that the security operatives razed several houses during the invasion of the community. Last night, army and police invaded Iga community and burnt many houses, and in the process, one of us, Richard Okoye, died. He was returning for his life when he fell and died. They came into the community yesterday, Saturday, at about 10 p.m. and stayed till 12 to 1 a.m., burning houses and looting people's shops. We all ran away and asked our youth not to retaliate. While disclosing that those who had alternative had fled their homes, the villagers added that those still taking refuge in the forest were not living in fear, not knowing whether the attack would continue. Meanwhile, the Enugu State Police Command has confirmed the attack, even as the command was conspicuous silent on the reprisal attack. According to the command, the attack was unprovoked and unwarranted. gruesome murder of 2 policemen and 3 neighborhood watch group members carried out by harbored criminals members of Iga community in Uzu 1 local government area in the evening hours of Friday, May 3rd, 2024. The command spokesperson, Daniel Ndukwe, who confirmed the incident in the statement on Monday, said that when the incident happened, a combined security team of 3 policemen and 4 neighborhood watch group provided security for a team of visiting investors from Lagos on a tour of a proposed agricultural investment site in the area. However, the team was ambushed and attacked by a large group of criminal elements who opened fire on them. Upon the provoked sudden attack, members of the team scampered for safety, while an assistant superintendent of police, ASP, who led the team, one neighborhood watch personnel, and 3-member team of investors were later rescued by police team that immediately mobilized to the crime scene. But the eventuality, murdered members of the team went missing and unaccounted for. However, in the course of a full-scale investigation and a search of manhunt operation launched thereafter, 3 male suspects to have masterminded the attack were arrested. Their revelation during interrogation led to the discovery and recovery of the slain policemen and neighborhood watch group members in the forest on May 4, 2024. Their lifeless bodies were taken to the hospital, confirmed dead by doctors, and deposited in the mortuary for preservation and autopsy. My people, now don't see as it happen. This one is happening live at Iga, Enugu State. These people complained that they were attacked by hoodlums, and on the reprisal, it was on the community as it is. Meanwhile, you know, get as it be, where it never be before. Our prayer is all them now. Our prayer is that make another one know they happen again. But meanwhile, this issue that have repeated itself again, and again, whereby the force personnel receives attack and they repress this attack on innocent community. The reason why these security forces were created was because the government knew that one day there will be an attack, one day there may be an armed robbery, one day somebody might be attacked or robbery could occur. And when these things happen, I don't think it is expected of the NIG forces to repress this attack, on innocent community. Why not have an investigation? Why not have an investigation? Let there be an investigation. So you will be able to find out who is doing who and what is actually happening in that community and who are the people involved in the crime that was carried out. But repressing the attack on the entire community is uncalled for. Look at what these soldiers are doing. Yes, they have lost their men. They should be angry. They should not rest. But their anger should have led them to proper investigation. And also because this community you are burning down, these hoodlums you are talking about are also a threat to that community. So now, why should this community be the ones that will be, suffering the brunt of other people's indiscipline? Meanwhile, you don't even know whether these people are coming from that community, whether they are outside people. I want to say again, also emezina. The buyer can on another information where just the leak for my table now be say Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not facing treasonable felony. Let's go down to the full detail of that information. They say, contrary to media reports, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, currently has no treasonable felony among other charges preferred against him by the federal government. Kano's lead counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor, gave the clarification in the release he made available to the Whistler on Friday. Ejimakor, however, clarified that the federal government from 2015 to late 2021 preferred 2 treasonable felony charges against Kano. According to him, however, even as he was rendition for the treasonable felony offenses, both charges were dropped by the federal government after Kano's rendition from Kenya. Another charge that was dropped was the misdemeanor having to do with defamation of former President Buhari. Thus, from 2015 to 2021, Kano was arrested, detained, charged, prosecuted, nearly killed in Python dance, exiled, disappeared, and inflammatory rendition for charges that were all later dropped or withdrawn. Ejimakor said Kano currently faces charges wholly related to broadcasts alleged to have been made in furtherance of terrorism, adding that this does not mean the same thing as Kano personally committing any physical terrorist act, as aspect of the media often mistakenly suggest. According to him, this is not semantics, as the mere uttering of words or making a broadcast is at law markedly different from committing an overt physical act. Suffice it to say that this is one of the obscuration that will as yet create profound complications as Kano hankers down to defend himself against charges that carry death penalty. He stated further that declaration of IPOB as a terrorist group by the Buhari administration in 2017 was not driven by any evident act of terrorism, but by a discriminatory tendency which was later declared unconstitutional in a landmark judgment by the High Court of Enugu State in October 2023. Ejimakor continued, it was therefore expected that the present government, being more committed to rule of law as it were, would have pursuant to this judgment taken administrative measures to formally deproscribe IPOB on its own volition. He also stated that the judge of the Supreme Court in December last year unequivocally exonerated Kano from any notion of having jumped his bail in September 2017, adding that the Supreme Court, which was made aware of the penitent judgment of Abia State High Court of January 2022, quoted copiously from that judgment in making its determination that rather than Kano, it is the federal government that is solely responsible for Kano's inevitable flight to exile. The Supreme Court, Ejimakor explained further, determined that Kano's bail should not have been revoked, that it was obtained by deception, and that his extraordinary rendition was a criminal act. He said it was therefore a dilemma and oxymoron that those who committed grave criminal acts against Kano are amongst those detaining and prosecuting him. In his view, Kano's ordeal began in 2015 when Mazi Nnamdi Kano professed commitment to self-determination for his people. He said Kano is possessed of a protected political opinion which Buhari's government timidly considered criminal and thus sought to suppress it by means of punishment of some sort. This is exactly the reason the United Nations Human Rights Council had in July 2022 directed for Nnamdi Kano's unconditional release and discontinuation of his trial. Ejimakor added that copious international tribunals had also weighed in against Kano's trial and his continued detention, averaging that as the trial is dotted to proceed apace. It remains to be seen if Nigeria will ultimately succeed in insulating itself from its treaty obligation. He urged the press to be guided by the foregoing verifiable facts in their future publication regarding Kano's case. My brother, I don't see as it happen that matter. And I want to say concern Mazi Nnamdi Kano. But now here I got the one that they cut in. Thank you for listening. God bless you.